There's this thing that has been bothering me ever since I started creating videos, which was in the summer of 2018, and it's been the struggle of knowing the feeling or the inspiration of when to create videos. Now, I've been ranting quite a lot about being a perfectionist and being furious with myself that I only strive for the most perfect result before hitting publish, and I at times even have deleted entire projects because I deemed that it wasn't good enough. Now this goes kind of hand in hand with the feeling of that when should you actually take out the camera and hit record. So here I want to talk about why I stopped waiting for the perfect moment to start creating. Now there's this quote that I find truly inspiring. It was something along the lines that I write only when inspiration strikes. Fortunately, it strikes at 9 o'clock every morning. And that kind of got me thinking about how much of this right here now is actually based just on dedication, discipline, routine, and habits. Well, to be fair, all of it pretty much. Except the video topic that I have now here on the computer written that I'm going to talk about, which I'm doing right now, that is something new. But other than that, I've had the camera in this very same location for the past few videos I've recorded. To be fair, I haven't published them yet. The setup and everything is familiar, the lighting and everything. It's a setup, I know exactly how I want the things laid out, so that when I take out the camera, there's a few decisions less for me that I have to do, and I'll be getting the results that I truly want. Now it's just up to me to find a topic that I want to talk about that is actually genuinely interesting and also authentic to me. And yeah, this is it. In an ideal world, I would only be creating my kind of passion projects, being the one where we went to Norway, visible up here in the corner with Timo and Leo. Well, anything, I don't know, that's remotely resembling any kind of passion project. Well, of course, it's kind of impossible to only be creating those kind of passion projects. They're not making me any kind of money, nor is this, but however this is providing the value to you out there who are, well, basically you're probably out there working full-time looking to switch over to a career in content creation or just step up your filmmaking skills. Well, you're in the right place, as that's what I'm talking about here on this channel. And by providing that value to you, you're not paying with any kind of money, but you're paying with watch time, which helps this channel thrive. And ultimately, perhaps after some years, I'll be able to get some kind of AdSense revenue or whatever from this type of videos. So in a way, there's a gain for me in the long run for this by providing this said value. And to figure out what kind of thing is that you can provide that provides value to someone else, well, it's a whole nother topic. But once you find that value that you're providing, you're starting to have a bit of self-respect, or that's at least what I'm having. As in all honesty, the stuff I'm telling to you here and talking about in my videos is stuff that I'm personally finding valuable, and I get fulfillment from just creating these videos and telling my experiences to you, so you'll get to learn from all of the stuff that I went through throughout my years and throughout my experiences. And all of that ties together to the motivation that what keeps me going, and that why I'm making these videos. And now that I have that small intrinsic motivation, it's easy for me to just combine that with the habit. And those two together is sufficient enough for me to get out here, sit in the studio, take out the camera, again place up everything here, turn on the lights and record this video. Plus the editing of it, uploading it, figuring out the title and thumbnail and so on. So what I'm meaning to say is that there's not a perfect moment for this. This requires a sense of work, so to say, but the only way you can overcome it is because you have some kind of discipline or routine that, yeah, this is just how you're doing it. Kind of the same as how you're turning off your alarm clock in the morning and you just head to work. I guess you're not second guessing that thing either, that, oh yeah, should I snooze and skip work today or not? And no, that's just it. Well, putting all of the routine and habit and all of that to the side, and now let's just focus on the sake of like the perfect moment, the title of this video. Well, what the hell is a perfect moment? Because if you ask me, I have zero idea. I've never ever throughout all of these years experienced one. Surely I've had inspirational moments when I was like all pumped up and jacked up of like, oh, I want to create this and that. But there was also always some kind of obstacle stopping me from being able to create the ultimate passion project or the cinematic of my dreams. Not a single time has everything been perfect. Just rolling back to when we were in Norway with Timo and Leo. Now in Norway we had 30,000 euros worth of camera gear with us. So camera gear wasn't an excuse. You name it, we had it with us because we packed literally everything. I mean, we could have had a fully tricked out gaffer's van right there with all filmmaking equipment necessary. So yeah, that wasn't an excuse. I had 2 guys right there filming for me whatever I could have wanted. Well, I was kind of not, well, was I in the mood? I don't know, could have had a better breakfast, or then I ate too much for the breakfast and I was feeling a bit tired. Could I have the coffee? And now when I had the coffee I could actually use a toilet break and so on. Well, if all of those aligned, I had the gear, I was feeling energized, hyped up, well then my clothes isn't really fitting, considering that this and that is in the background. I want to have opposing colors, so I kind of create contrast in the scene. Well there's the second problem. Well, I'm wearing the wrong clothes. These don't really suit me. Well, if we would disregard that problem, then we come to that, yeah, well, the weather isn't really nice because it's a bit windy, it's a bit cloudy. It's not that we don't have epic clouds or anyway, either it's too dark or then you have the sunlight coming in way too harsh and you don't have any softening diffusers or anything. Now this goes into rambling, but if you think about it, there's always something that can screw you over, dragging you away from the perfect situation, because that fucking perfect moment ain't ever gonna show up, because there's always going to be some kind of rock in your shoe that's pissing you off in one way or another. And that's just a fact that you have to learn to live with, and surely it applies to everything in life, but especially in content creation and filmmaking is something that's focused so much on your creativity. We always have the tendency to start blaming external factors and whatnot, while in reality the problem and the obstacle and everything is just inside of our head. It's us ourselves that's stopping us from creating. So what I want to get to is that it's a take-home message that stop waiting for the perfect moment. Just go out there, get into the habit of taking out your camera and start recording, start creating, even if there's something that you clearly can point your finger at that, okay, this is screwing us up. Try to work around that problem, or if you can't, then just face it, feature it in the video. And if you can't work around it, then just feature it in the video and try to downplay it as much as possible. Somehow find a way to work around it. If you're tired, focus on creating a beautiful cinematic or B-roll so you're not showing yourself. And if your clothes are not fitting or you're not feeling comfortable, get so wide shots that you as the subject is just so small there in the frame that the focus isn't on you or the clothing. Or then I mean create a silhouette shot of anything so we just see the shadow of you if you're shooting against sunlight or whatever. Or if it's dark, then we won't see the details of your clothing anyway. And yeah, unnecessary for me to explain every little bit of detail, but you get the point. And that's all there is to this. I truly hope you learned something, and as mentioned, if you're working full-time, you're with a full packed schedule, you're busy, you only have so much hours left in the day, and you're looking to start content creation or pick up filmmaking, then you're in the right place. I'm myself working full-time, I have a busy packed schedule, and through the small slithers of free spare time, I'm creating videos, so I hope you learned something from my experiences. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button down there and also subscribe so you don't miss out on the future junk I post here. Thanks for riding fences with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.